the Cambridge Christian
Right.
idealist.
Okay.
He wrote a book called Saving the Appearances.
Okay.
I've read excerpts of it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Good. Yes.
You give him something to drink and he gets smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, Owen Barton, one of my heroes. One of my heroes.
Uh-huh. Did you know him personally? Did your father know him?
No, he's
No.
dead.
Oh, he's dead.
He's passed on.
Oh, yeah.
And see, what I'm saying is what that you're doing, that the physicists now are in the same position they were with Ptolemy. They have to keep adding formulas and theories and amendments.
Well, not quite, but I see your analogy. Yes, I see why you think
to
that.
save the appearances of the heavens.
Well, that's what physicists' job
and
is.
That's your job,
Right,
is to save the appearances.
Our job is to
Save
make
the
and
appearances.
find invariant patterns in the Maya of appearance. Correct.
Right.
And certainly all these infinity of spheres sure sounds like Ptolemaic epicycles.
That's
But,
the
however-
weak, and see, that's the weak anthropic
Yeah, that is.
principle.
I agree. That is the weak
You have
topic.
an infinite,
Yes.
you know.
However, the strong principle applies within each sphere. So that's the other thing. The
Well,
strong
it's-
principle is embedded within each sphere.
That's a good way of looking at the weak anthropic, by the way.
Yeah,
I've never
exactly.
looked at it quite that way.
And by the way, but we don't have to keep adding. Turns out that it's like the 2-bit algorithm that makes the Mandelbrot set. It's the same algorithm. We haven't changed the algorithm. These are just solutions, properties of solutions of the basic Einstein field equations. And
Well,
with quantum mechanics
every
thrown in.
year you have to add a new gear.
No, actually, we don't. No, the solution gets more
dark
interesting.
energy. We didn't need.
No.
20 years ago, we didn't need.
Well,
dark
that's
energy.
called the progress. That's because of the observation.
That's
called-
observation.
That's
though.
called
That's observation.
Adding another wheel.
No, it's not. No, you I'm sorry. That's
Well-
no, you're
No,
misunderstanding.
dark energy was
But-
a crisis
Yeah.
that grew out of observation.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it's
that
observation.
the data was just it was.
It's technology driven.
They had some very disturbing data
Yeah.
that they had to try to
You're-
explain.
yeah,
No, but that's a fact. That's good. See, to me, that is good. That's why I do physics precisely because of the unexpected discoveries like
Yeah,
things like dark energy.
good.
That's not a gear in the Ptolemaic world.
Glad to
I'm
meet you,
sorry.
Joe Friday. Glad to meet
no,
you,
no,
Joe
but
Friday.
that's what every physicist. That's what
you get paid to save the appearances, and by God, you're going to die doing it.
No, but
You're-
the point
yes,
is,
yes.
the whole name of the game is to use technology to measure more and more things and find more and more surprising things. That's the glory of it, man.
Well, I'll tell
that's
you
the
something
beauty
surprising.
of it. That's the glory
I'll
and the
tell
beauty.
you something surprising. You're going to get raptured in 2012. That's a surprise.
I'm already in rapture right now, thinking about the dark energy. Who needs 2012?
All right. Well, no, because now we have to get serious. As you said to me last night, things.
This
are
is
looking,
too serious to be serious about. But
Things
go ahead.
are looking, back in the real world. We are having an energy crisis.
We talked that thing about the 6%, the 100 to 6.
Oh yeah,
that's a
EROEI
Yeah, this
or
is
something. Energy return on energy invested
Yes.
is the bottom line here. And when oil was discovered in Pennsylvania, farmer stuck his stick in the ground, and oil, like Beverly Hillbillies,
Yeah.
a guy stuck his
Yeah.
stick in the ground. You could, for one horsepower invested in extracting the oil, you could get 100 horsepower out of it for each horse. The problem is that ever since the Beverly Hillbillies, that number has been going down. And it turns out, if you study the numbers, and that there's a limit, there's a minimum that a modern civilization, capitalist, especially capitalist civilization, but any modern civilization depends on that return. Obviously, if you have to invest 1 horsepower in to get 1 horsepower out, forget it.
We're approaching that, though.
Yes, we're approaching that. I believe the number's now in the teens.
like 15, 16. But the minimum
because
is
the
6.
deeper you have to drill, the
Yeah.
more energy you have to put in to get the
Not only
same
that,
energy
not only
out.
that, the demand is increasing daily. So you
Okay.
have to drill
Yeah.
more and more.
Okay.
And you have to transport more and more.
The Heish model 0-point generator, if it works, it has a very good ratio. It's like 100.
It's
Right.
like infinity to
Well,
practically
no,
infinity.
Well, no, it's not
No,
practically. What I need 1.7 milliwatts to get 2,000 watts.
He said no. It was
How much?
1.7 milliwatts required to pump the gas through a one
Yeah, and
square centimeter
so that's
circuit.
a ratio of it's a ratio of a million.
Yeah, it's huge.
Like a
I mean,
million.
you know,
Not
one
even
square
100,000 to
centimeter,
a
one
million
square
compared to
centimeter
100.
circuit requires 1.7 mil. So for
If that's the
a
case,
10,
but there may be other
centimeter
hidden
circuit,
energy
you're just a
costs.
couple of watts.
Yeah, there may be just a couple of
Well,
hours,
then
but
you
it's
could
good.
use
It looks
Ron.
good.
Ron's,
Well,
you could
you
use
also have to,
Ron's,
but you also have to take into account the manufacturing process.
Yeah,
as
you know
well.
all
There's
that.
the
Yes, but still,
manufacturing
it's going to be
process.
good. It's going to be
yeah.
good. I think it'll be better than 6. 6 is the minimum for sustainability. You said the ratio. It'll be better
Ron
than 6.
has a simple method for testing perpetual motion machines.
What's that?
Unplug them.
Oh yeah.
See if they keep
Oh
working.
yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, there is no plug in there.
Well, yeah.
It's a standalone
yeah.
cube.
No,
Make
this is a
sure.
standalone.
Make
This
sure
is
there's
standalone-
no plug.
oh,
All right.
This device.
All right.
Just,
Well, they need to pump it though. So
Yeah,
they'll
they
need-
have to pump
They'll
it.
have to like start it with a plug.
Right.
Then once it's pumping,
once
they
pumping the gas
recirculate
through,
and then
they're
pull the plug.
pulling out a lot more energy than it's required
Well, then it's
to keep the
infinite.
system
Then it's
functioning.
infinite. If you can unplug it, then
Oh,
you know,
well,
basically
yeah,
it's
yeah,
infinite.
yeah.
Provided that
Well, yeah.
scientists are correct about there being an infinite reservoir of energy
Yeah,
in the
see,
vacuum.
the other thing is
Yeah.
that we may deplete the vacuum and cause a vacuum phase transition, which is, that's important.
And then we suffer a
well, then we-
phase
No, then
transition.
it's another big bang.
That's another big
But I
bang,
see. I'm
so
saying
it's
that's the
something bad.
rapture. That the phase transition.
Well, maybe,
is the rapture.
maybe. So there may be limits to that
right.
too, but we don't know what those limits
All
are. yet.
right, and that's why I'm here,
Yeah.
is because maybe Jack and company and Heish and those guys,
Modell,
Modell
Put off.
aren't maybe they're not going to come up with this. Maybe it's not going to work.
And maybe it's not
And
going to work.
maybe it won't work.
Maybe it won't. But then we have the guy from MIT with the artificial photosynthesis. Where
Right,
he's
right. There's
water.
bottle
of water.
No, Sarah.
Yeah, I mean, we have alternative
We-
sources, but we don't know if they're going to be all
We don't know
above
what those-
6.
yeah,
we
we
don't
don't-
know
Well,
if
it's
they're
clear,
above
but
6.
it's
Yeah,
that
that's-
type of far-reaching thinking. That's what we need,
Yeah, we need-
because we
All
can't
right.
do it with
Yeah.
fossil fuels anymore.
No, we can't do it
Right.
with fossil fuels.
That's a given.
Yeah.
Nobody in their right mind
Oh,
would
there are a
deny
lot of
that.
people out there who are saying now that fossil fuels regenerate
Oh, yeah, right. They're
themselves.
just a geological.
Well, there
as
is the
opposed to a
Thomas Gold
biological
theory. Yeah,
process.
there is the Thomas Gold theory.
I mean, even if that's true,
Well,
even
yeah.
if that's
It's still
true,
deep.
it is a very inefficient and toxic and
Yeah.
bad way to generate
Okay.
energy.
Absolutely. Even
But
if it's
now,
true, yes.
suppose you're in charge of national security, and you don't know. You don't know if
Like-
Hal
like
Puthoff,
Ron and company.
like Ron and company. You don't know if Hal Puthoff is going to have this breakthrough energy device,
Well, Bernie Heish.
or Bernie.
Yeah. Who works with Hal. Same thing. Same circle.
And so it's like in the cartoon where it has, in case of emergency, break glass, and behind the glass usually you expect to see a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, but it's
Well-
interesting that Creon Levitt from NASA last night was skeptical about the Heish device. wasn't
Well,
he?
yeah.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, but he didn't have a strong argument.
Did he read the patent?
I'm not sure what he read, but he knows Bernie. He talks
Yeah.
to Bernie all the time.
Well, yeah, you should read the patent.
But he
And
was
who
skeptical.
found
He was
the
skeptical.
patent, Jack? Who was it?
Some kid.
Quite a-
Some kid found it.
Yeah, one of the
Kinds of
members
stuff.
of the Star Drive community found
It was Gary Beckham.
No, was it?
No,
it
that
wasn't.
was
it.
No, it's a guy named Andrew.
Andrew.
And Andy Murray.
No, it wasn't Andy
No,
Murray.
it
It
wasn't
was
Andy Murray.
just a
All
guy
right,
who
all right.
signed up
Just
on Star Drive.
bright-
I just wanted to put in a plug for my guys. my team.
Who's Andy Murray?
He's one of my buddies.
One of your buddies. What? Okay.
Anyway, I'm just saying, if you're in charge of national security, you don't want to bet the farm on
No, of course
on Bernie Heish.
No,
You're
of
not
course
going to
not.
bet the farm
Of
on
course
him.
not.
Definitely
Okay, and so behind the glass, there's either going to be a miracle energy device or it's going to be the Bible, like you know.